This is a breaking news alert. If you have family overseas, travel plans, or care about U.S. immigration, you need to hear this. President Trump has just announced a sweeping new travel ban, and it's sending shockwaves across the globe. This is one of the biggest immigration shakeups in years, targeting 19 countries, and it sparked a lot of questions and controversy. So let me break it down for you. Starting June 9th, the U.S. will fully ban most travelers from 12 countries. That includes Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. For 7 others, Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela, entry is heavily restricted, but not a total ban. Why these countries? The official reasons are national security, public safety, and concerns over things like poor vetting, high visa overstay rates, and governments that aren't cooperating with U.S. authorities. For example, Afghanistan is cited for instability under Taliban rule, while Cuba and Venezuela are flagged for state-sponsored terrorism and lack of reliable records. But critics point out that attacks by nationals from these countries are vanishingly rare. In fact, from 1975 to 2024, the odds of an American being killed by a terrorist from any of these countries was about 1 in 13.9 billion per year. So the data doesn't really square with the threat level the ban suggests. There are some exceptions. Green card holders, Afghan special immigrant visa recipients, diplomats, certain immediate family members, and athletes headed to international events can still come in. But for most people, from students to family members of refugees, it's a hard stop. Let's talk impact. This ban is going to separate families, like Cubans trying to reunite with relatives, or Afghans who supported U.S. forces and are now left in limbo. Even green card holders might struggle to bring loved ones to safety. And, for refugees already in the U.S., this means their families could be trapped in war zones or countries with humanitarian crises, like Sudan or Haiti. Supporters say this is about keeping America safe and in control of its borders, but opponents, including the International Rescue Committee, call it discriminatory and out of line with American values, especially since refugee resettlement is already one of the most secure immigration channels with rigorous vetting. Plus, refugees and immigrants have contributed billions in tax revenue and created thousands of businesses here. Politically, this is a callback to Trump's first travel ban in 2017. That one was eventually deemed illegal, but this version is more carefully written and is likely to face legal challenges too. Some see it as part of a bigger push to reduce immigration overall, not just from these countries, but across the board. So what does this mean for the U.S.? On a practical level, it's going to cause real hardship for a lot of families and individuals. The broader message is clear. America's doors are closing for many people, at a time when global crises are only growing. If you want to dig deeper, check out the IRC for updates and stories from those affected. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Should countries limit travel like this, or is it a step too far? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.